G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Winners are grinners. A good homegrown win by Tottenham Hotspur this morning. Match finishing Tottenham Hotspur 3. And none of them were scored by anyone over the age of 20. Elfsborg 0. And that puts us where we want it to be. Finishing 4th in Europa League. Pretty good campaign actually. All in all, played 8. What was it? Won 5, drew 2, lost 1, something like that. Pretty good effort. That puts us out from the playoffs. We're straight through to the knockouts. I think the draw's being done tomorrow. And look, I enjoyed that game. I think it's just what the doctor ordered, just what we needed. We were always in control of that game. Elfsborg didn't really show up a lot of the time. Looked like they were parking the bus at 0-0 and 1-0 down for a lot of the game. But we were great. Look, in the first half, Son Heung-min, he played a blinder. That's the best I've seen him in ages. Full of tricks, doing proper winger stuff. It was a great first half by Son. But he's taken off at half-time, playing substitutions according to Ange. Mickey van der Ven, nice to see him back. And I'm just wondering, are we past the worst of it now? Are we past the darkest part? Because it almost looked as if we could rotate a little bit today. Not very much. But hey, second half, all of our own. Dane Scarlett with the first goal. What a beautiful ball in by Dejan Kulusevski. Dane Scarlett got his head on it. Back from loans here and loans there that didn't work out, and it was great to see him get a goal. It really was. And then Ajayi. I'm hearing different pronunciations of this one. Commentators are saying one thing, other commentators are saying another thing. But I'd never heard of the guy, and he just runs with the ball, does a little 1-2 with Dane Scarlett, gets the ball back, does a bit more dribbling, bangs it in the net. What a bloody great goal. It was it was amazing to see. And then just finally near the death, I think there might be a little bit of healthy competition and rivalry amongst the young players, because I could sense that Mikey Moore didn't want that happening just to other people. He wanted a slice of the pie himself, winning the ball under hard circumstances, going up half the length of the pitch, taking on a few players and slotting it in. So it was a good win by us, a good win. Like I say, I'm wondering if the corner is starting to turn a little bit. The tide is starting to turn, or whatever metaphor you want to use. That we are coming out of the darkest. And look, I mean, some of these players, these younger players, the experience they've had experience forced down their throats with a turkey baster. But man, they're coming through it really well. I don't think there's anyone that has wilted or not been up to the task. They've all taken their opportunities well, the younger players. As usual, Archie Gray was fantastic. Bit of wind, got to be careful of the wind, because I don't have a microphone with me today. Archie Gray was brilliant. Had to slot back into centre back because it looked like Dragoshin buggered his knee in the second half. We'll see how that goes. He wasn't playing particularly well before that. We did look better with both Van der Ven and Gray at centre back. So Burval was good. Man, there was so much to enjoy about that game. Look, it was a bit slow at times. It was a bit ploddy. I was getting a little frustrated now and then with the tempo of the game. And I was thinking, are we going to start running out of ideas? But no, not with those players on the pitch. Pedro Porro had a decent enough game. Some of his defending was a bit better than usual. But also, think about Porro, though. He puts those long balls through on the money. We've got a few goals of him doing that this season. He almost got an absolute beauty through to Bergvall in the second half. But it was just not quite right for him. But very, very close. So, look. We're still in 4 trophies. The quad's still on. All right. Maybe I'll give you a treble. But I think things are going to be looking very good for the Europa League when the knockouts start, because we are going to have players back. Our next game is up against Brentford on Monday. hey, look, I always want to win the games, but out of everything at the moment, the league is the last thing I'm worried about. I'd rather I'd rather rest players if we can, because then we got Liverpool a few days later in the return leg of the semi-final of the League Cup, and that's the one I really want to win. I want to get to a final this year. I think if we get to a final, despite everything that's happened, I think that would be an incredible achievement by Ange and the players, and and the fans that have supported them throughout. There was some good support today in the crowd. I don't know what people on the internet are saying. As you may have noticed, I haven't really been doing much on this channel for the last month. I've been having to work long hours and I just ain't got the energy to do it all. But I should be coming back to normal just in time for our return to form from this week, next week. So there'll be more stuff on this channel. But I haven't really been watching much. The brief glimpses I saw is it's gone critical mass, wailing, gnashing of teeth, and I don't understand it. How people have just turned on Ange. It's like we've had even less players than we had before. So what you're not, and the fact that we lost games and didn't play very well, that's a surprise. Or another manager would have done something different. I don't understand how you can say that. It's like if you're a Formula One driver and all your tyres are flat, sacking the driver, and the driver's saying, well, yeah, but my tyres are still flat. Yeah, I know, but that's the way it goes, man. You got to go, I'm afraid. But the tyres, no, that's just it. So, I mean, a little bit disappointing to see so many people jump ship, but hey, a couple of wins and everybody will be back on the path. The Ange Postecoglou choo-choo destination glory, still going along those tracks, man. Still going along those tracks. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Look, I haven't enjoyed some of the recent performances, but I get why they're happening. I understand it. And look, Ange has been hung out to dry this transfer window. No players coming in. Absolute shit show from Levy, Langer and Munn. Waste of space suits with their snouts in the trough. Just bilking the club. Not doing a good job. Not doing a good job. You've got one thing to do, transfer windows, Langer and Munn, and you failed. And you pretty much failed the last one as well, just bringing in really Solanke and Gray, who could have done with more than that. So absolute piss poor window by Tottenham. But I'm still hopeful about some of the young players we've got. I'm hopeful that we're starting to play some good football again. The players are playing for Ange. There's no way you can say that their heads are fully down and they've given up on this project. I think they're still all in, and I think these seeds will come to bear fruit in the very near future. But whoa, bit of wind blew a door shut. So a win is all I care about in football. I'm happy now. It's like the other weeks haven't happened. I'm happy we won our last game of football. I'm going to enjoy this for a few days before I start looking with one eye towards Brentford. But at the moment, it was a damn good win. Very good, very good record in Europe this year. And who knows, man? It's not like we've never won the UEFA Cup, man. We've won it twice, so we know how to do it. We could do it again this year. Wouldn't that be amazing? Anyway, till next time, folks, I'll say peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.